friends, and welcome to Mystic Star Magic. I am so happy that you're here and you are staying spooky. So this is part of our countdown for Halloween. This is a timeless reading though, so whenever you find this, it is meant for you to hear. So we're gonna go ahead and today we're gonna find out what your ancestors are recently deceased or deceased loved ones what message they want you to hear right now. So this is kind of exciting. We do have tarot cards, oracle cards, divination dice, and a sprinkle of charms. So lots of fun and interesting things will happen. I'm going to try to see if I can actually channel some energy for you all, but we shall see how that goes, okay? So if you do want to find out how to win a free personal reading, just check the description down below or check my videos. If you're a subscriber, there's a giveaway for the subscribers right now. So just be on the lookout for that one there. It's, I think it's like last week or the week before that, so. Okay, so let's go ahead. I want you to clear your mind. Inhale. Close your eyes. And now as we exhale, open your eyes and choose whichever pile draws you to it. All right, let's do this. Hello, group one. I'm so happy that you're here. So we're going to find out what your ancestors and past loved ones have to say to you. So you chose this beautiful card, and this is part of the V Love and Crystals deck of Autumn's Delight. So one of my favorite autumn decks and just deck in general. So we have here Illuminating, but we also have, so here we have these two cards, and so they're actually playing out here. So what I'm seeing here is that your ancestors and past loved ones and deceased loved ones want you to illuminate their fear, want you to like no longer be afraid, or like instead of kind of pushing away the fear, bring light to it. Because usually when we have this, right, when we illuminate things, we actually are able to see that they're not really scary anymore. We take away the power from the fear. I also see that there's a sense of you kind of having this hermit energy here with the illuminate there. So maybe going deep within yourself, like deep within yourself, and having, I guess, kind of like almost a conversation with yourself about like what fear is stopping you. Because I feel that you're a lot stronger than you're giving yourself credit for. So you're kind of like fear is taking something away from you. Fear is stopping you from something you've been wanting to do or kind of meant to do almost. Yeah, it feels like there's a guiding light to you, but you're also a guiding light as well. So it's kind of interesting here. I do see here with this like little pumpkin head here. I'm not even sure if it's like it was just created that way. It has a menacing look and everything, but I don't think there's any harm behind it. I think it's just, it appears scary, right? So whatever fear is, it appears scary, and that's that's why you have to shine the light on it to actually see, hey, this is actually just a pumpkin head. That kind of thing. So let's see what our tarot has to tell us here. For this one here. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, right? Quite beautiful. We have Death, wow. And we have the Knight of Pumpkins, and we have the Knight of Bats. So a lot of different kind of energy here, right? Well, let's go for, I almost feel like like which area do I want to go into first? I feel the Knights. I'm going to go with the Knights first. So the Knight of Bats. The Knight of Bats is the Knight of Swords. So definitely here there's some action needing to be taking place here. What I do find interesting here is that it's almost like a facing off of the two knights, because they're two different energies. We have the Knight of Pumpkins, Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady, building foundation, slow and steady. Knight of Bats, kind of rushes into things and and just goes for it. You see, you can even see the look at the horse here, sprinting away, and this one's going more slow and steady. I don't know. I feel like there's almost a sense of needing for both, building a strong, solid foundation, but also taking some action, taking some initiative. So it's it's like they're gonna meet each other. This one, you know, like there's a meeting of minds here, a meeting of this energies, because these are definitely energies. I mean, they could be people, but for me, I'm feeling this is all about energies. I like that he has a pumpkin bear here, and I feel like there's again, it's the connecting of like looking into what's causing you to fear, and then just kind of going facing it, illuminating it, and then kind of just taking hold of it. Right? There's like once you overcome that fear, you're like, hey, I overcame that fear. So it is that sense of owning your fear, and like literally just like owning it, like I overcame this. It's not stopping me. So I do feel like that's an interesting thing. I might actually clarify all these things because I wasn't going to, but I think I will. Okay, so we do have the death card. So death card, of course, means transformation, ending. It's interesting. I always have trouble between Saturn and Jupiter. I'm like, which one's the ones that has the rings? I think it's yeah, Saturn. So Saturn is interesting. Is there for you. I think maybe that's the transformation then. We do have a moth here. It's like a sense of wanting to be tempted to stay the same, but their transformation is being here. Again, I know this is like the I know this is like the pumpkin included in this tarot, but there's like a lot of pumpkins here in terms of like, look, the fear, but there's also smiling pumpkins. I do feel like the sunflower here is like, yes, transformation is good. We have this. We have like, and the vulture here, and you know, I like the vulture is taking like whatever it is, that lessons, whatever ending happened, learning from it, like taking removing all that is valuable from it, right? And letting the death happen, letting the transformation occur. Yeah. Ooh, very interesting here. We do have the Wheel of Fortune. So Wheel of Fortune is letting us know. Again, it's kind of like a fear, as if you actually see this like very scary face here. You're not really sure what's going to happen, and maybe that's part of your fear. You're like, oh my God, I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's happening here. But the Wheel of Fortune is spinning for your behalf. This is an ending that needed to happen. Whatever ending in life that needed to happen, it was for your own benefit. In a sense, it almost makes me feel like the Wheel of Fortune is letting you face your fears here. It's saying, yes, it's time, like, face those fears so that we can overcome them. We can move on. And with the death and transformation here, I do feel that that is true. But like I said, I think I'm gonna actually clarify. It feels like a clarifying kind of day. Let's see what clarifications we have. So, okay. So let's see. What is the Wheel of Fortune doing here? What is the Wheel of Fortune doing here? What is the Wheel of Fortune doing here? Page of Pentacles. Interesting. What is the Death card doing here? What is the Death card doing here? What is the Death card doing here? Knight of Cups. Wow, so many knights, so many different energies. What is the Knight of Pumpkins doing here? What is the Knight of Pumpkins doing here? What is the Knight of Pumpkins doing here? Justice, balance. What is the Knight of Bats doing here? What is the Knight of Swords doing here? Okay, that was one. Okay, Pentacles. Okay. Alright, so let's see what we have here. Okay, so this is actually interesting. So the Wheel of Fortune here with this Page of Pentacles. So message, possibly something about learning. This particular card is always letting me know it's like take a chance, like throw that, like it's like you have this person here is having to choose a path, but it's like they're deciding based on the flip of a coin. It's to me seeing like take a chance. Where you're headed, you're going to go wherever you're headed, like it's where you're meant to be, it's where you're meant to be. So take a chance here. And in the Wheel of Fortune is kind of saying that again, just take that chance, face that fear of, like, don't be indecisive, but just take a chance. And that's also this energy of the Knight of Swords coming through. So this is interesting to me that the Death card in transformation is being clarified by the Knight of Cups, because there is a sense of love coming through, a sense of appreciation, and it's like almost listening very strongly to this energy of kind of an adventure, a feeling of adventure. Now, the Knight of Cups is about adventure, kind of going off, very this charming, definitely charming, has this charming energy, but it's pursuing things with your whole heart, right? So it's these are beautiful energies here, because we do have the Knight of Cups, which is pursuing things wholeheartedly. They have the Knight of Pentacles, pursuing things in a rational way, because it's in a grounded way, right? Putting the foundations that we need to do, pursuing things like the Knight of Air, Knight of Swords, which is again kind of like charging forward with this like a sense of clarity, right? It may be a little bit rash, but once you have that clarity, it's the rushing forward energy. I do like that these energies are there for you. But what we are missing here is the Knight of Wands. So that's an interesting one. So that maybe you already have. And that Knight of Wands would be coming from a place of passion and creativity. And like having that opportunity. Mm, so I'm thinking that you are already innately having that. That's what I'm getting from here. Um, okay. And maybe you already have that feeling inside you of like, hey, you want to try something new. Like there's some sort of fire inside you, right? Because the ones is like fire energy, fire inside you of something, but there's fear that's stopping you. And that's stopping you. But here is this energy of like your ancestors and loved ones are saying, no, take a chance. Take a chance. This is going to work out for you. Go into this transformation with a sense of looking at things with love, like looking at going it with your full heart, with like expecting all these beautiful things to happen. And then going in here with this like building a foundation, letting it be balanced with your heart and head too, right? Heart and head being balanced, the Justice card, weighing both are equally important, going steadily and finding that balance within yourself. I also feel like it is something that is meant to happen. There is a sense, again, with this Wheel of Fortune as well as this Justice card, it is meant to happen. This is something that's part of your destiny that needs to happen. So we need to face that fear that's blocking us. We also have this Two of Pentacles energy here, and I guess to me it's always the sense of balancing ourselves, right? With this so we do want this energy to move forward. We do want this energy of like clarity and moving forward with it, but also finding a balance within ourselves here. And also there's I feel like there's infinite profit coming through here in terms of how do I say it? Like all of it is valuable. Yeah, that's like the not profit but like value. There is value here. And why I'm saying that's because the infinite's there. It's like there's a divine value to this. There's a divine value to here, and then finding that balance within yourself, because we do have these two cards of finding balance. Of action, right? Action, but solid foundation, following your heart, but also listening to your head, right? These are actually here almost because even though these are, look how it's an interesting thing, because these two are not wouldn't say challenge, but like they're kind of opposite in their energy in terms of quick moving, and has clarity, just kind of goes for it. Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles energy, slow and steady, but building a solid foundation. And these two also have these, I would say, kind of counter, but using together complementary energies, because this is a much of a thought head, following your head, following your thoughts, following that. Here is following your heart, following what is being called to you. So it's like all together, these energies are quite balanced. And I feel that like I said, even because there's no Knight of Wands, I feel that that is already inside you. There is a light inside of you. There is some sort of like illumination, some sort of passion, something that's guiding you, creative force that's guiding you, that wants to come out, but is being blocked by this fear. So I feel like that is something that's interesting. Let's see what other messages we have. So wait. Okay, look at that. We have wait until the puzzle pieces come through here. So we have moving forward, steady and balancing and stuff, illuminating ourselves with this hermit energy, but waiting until the puzzle piece comes through. And I almost feel like it's waiting for that to make a judgment on something. I don't know why that's something. It's like, don't judge things. So I'm not saying not to, because I do feel like this is telling you that there is, this action needs to be taken. This wheel of fortune needs to spin. This transformation is happening, whether you're ready or not. But don't make judgment on it. Don't say, oh, this was bad, or like, don't judge it, and don't say, I can't. I don't know why I'm saying it's like there is something divine is coming through here with you. I feel like, wonder what are we waiting for? I'm gonna clarify this one, because I do feel like it is a sign of some kind. What are we waiting for? Spirit, what are we waiting for? Oh, okay, yeah. For the Ace of Wands. Okay. So that's where the Wands is. Okay, that makes sense. So the Ace of Wands is again, I see there was like, this was interesting because it was missing that. So it's this. There's a wait for this inspiration. There's a new beginning coming at hand, where you are inspired here, and I do feel like it's either, look, it's writing, like art. We also have like the map here. The map here is like, there's two maps again. There's two maps coming through here. So it's like waiting for that puzzle piece, and I do feel that that's the sign. The sign for you is this. It's feeling inspired. It's feeling that creativity kind of, the Ace of Wands, and with the Ace of Wands, sometimes it can be something that's already like, it's a project or something that you kind of pushed back, and it's being regenerated again. It's coming forth again. Just to come back, and that might be the Wheel of Fortune for us here. And also, why is it that I wanted to, because of the vulture there. And I know it's like, why am I, because it's a vulture. It's like, whatever this, maybe if it was something that was regenerative, something in the past, so learning whatever needed to happen from that past, there is some sort of like skill set, something that you're going to be needed, that's going to help you with this new Ace of Wands. So it's basically telling you, use whatever skill set, whatever knowledge that you've gathered from before this death, or what led you to this death, because you're going to need it in this creative endeavor. And it is this is a new beginning here, the Ace of Wands coming through here. So we're waiting on, wait, that is the sign for you. The sign is this creative inspiration coming through. Like, I almost feel like all of a sudden it's just something inside you is just going to, you're like, oh, I really want to do this. And what's going to happen here is that I feel like you're going to be feeling this, and you're going to be afraid of moving forward, and your ancestors and past loved ones are telling you, don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. it's going to work out for you. And I almost feel like this transformation is of like using all your different kinds of like your whole power into this beautiful thing that's coming, this new Ace of Wands. Let's see what other messages we have. So yep, so look at that snake shedding our old skin. You need to release the old. We're making space for the new, for the new you, for this Ace of Wands coming through, this new beginning for you. And then also with the snake here, snake is creativity. It's always represents the Kundalini, and this one actually does look like it's the Kundalini in a sense. So it's like letting your creativity flow back up, because you're connecting to your higher self with that, and that's important. And we also have mountain, so stand your ground, and that is like almost yeah, that's the most pentacle energy I've seen here. So like there is a sense of grounding that needs to be, and by standing your ground is standing your ground against fears. Again, not shying away from whatever's making you afraid, but like saying no, I can do this. Also the mountains lets me know that there may be some challenges ahead, right? There is some challenges ahead, because the mountain is, there's like a delay in it, but it's a delay that can be overcome. Slow and steady, keeping focus, keeping balance, not being not like being like, oh no, it's over, right? There's not drama. That's not it. You go in slow and steady. You're moving forward. There is progress. There may be obstacles, right? But that, like, I always think that obstacles are like, I like to call them speed bumps on a road, are actually learning lessons. Like they're actually making us stronger so that we're more prepared for what's up ahead. And standing your ground, knowing that you are going to overcome this. You are going to overcome it, and you, at the end, you're going to be a lot stronger by it. So I really, this is quite, I actually like this a lot. We're gonna go ahead and see. See, I have my Lenormand. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna use the Lenormand dice set here. So to see what other stuff. So, like, what messages do you have for from their past loved ones? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is like the ending here. No, I actually feel like. Sorry, I'm trying to like get this right. Yeah, I don't know why that's how it kind of feels like it should be. Okay, so again, there's a sense of clarity here with this stars. There is an ending here. Again, 100%. The ending, the right here, there's an ending, and I feel like it's an ending to isolation. There's an ending to yeah, I'm feeling this as an isolation. This is an ending. Could also be an ending to a job, though. Like, but I want you to see that it's not a bad ending to a job. Basically, what I'm seeing here is there's some sort of clarity that brings it about. Right? There's some sort of like, it's not a bad thing. It's being guided by the stars. So some sort of ending either to your isolation, right, or to a job, or to a situation where it's very status quo. But I feel like instead of being sad, there's a potential coming through for you. There's a sense of the sun, so happiness, joy, and a sense of home, a sense of finding your actual place here. So I feel like here, this was not it, right? I feel like you're trading this tower for an actual home, right? And this death is turning into a sun. This death is turning into something that is happening. And you have this clarity coming through here. Listening to your divine feminine energy here, too. There's a strong sense of coming through here. Wow. So quite lovely here. I'm gonna see what sprinkle of charms we have. And let's see what sprinkle of charms. What messages does ancestors, past loved ones have for the collective of children? Okay. Okay. All right. There's interesting 2 things. Okay, first, lots of Lara sending you a lot of love. I love you to the moon and back. So love is coming through here. For some of you, it's a hot dog. I almost feel like this is a hug. I don't know why. I'm just seeing like you two between 2 buns, and it's just like there's a hug coming through here. They're watching over you. You have angels around you. They might even be your guardian angels coming through. And they do want this energy of moving forward with grace. There's a sense of like having grace and also curiosity, kind of like not shying away from things. And I do see that there's 2 rabbits here. This is like to me, it's always the love card here. So it could be that they're sending you love, or to be on the lookout for love that might be coming through. And that maybe that is true, because for some of you, these might actually be suitors for you. All 3 of different ones coming through here with this end here. To different types of suitors, but I didn't feel that was so for you, but maybe for some of you it is. But it is like there's a sense of love here. Let's see if there's any other messages. Any other messages? I'm seeing a rainbow and a sun. Like there is like, and the rainbow for me always represents after the rain, after whatever happened. There's this beautiful like colors for you. There's this beautiful representation of what's the hope of what's happening next, what's upcoming. And since the sun is in the background, it's like there is beauty and there is fulfillment coming your way. Always follow the light. That's what they're saying. Always follow the light. Don't let the darkness don't let the darkness stop you. Follow the light, and basically kind of follow that rainbow to the end, or follow that hope. Anything else? And you see butterflies, but that's the transformation I'm hearing. And there's laughter of children. So it's like, let your inner child have that joy. Don't stay so focused. Don't stay so focused on like being an adult, like like taking everything so seriously. There's this fun that needs to be had, and it's like it's the child watching the butterfly in the awe of how they're beautiful and how they're so free to fly, and yet they, like there's a magic there for it. So really look into the magic of every day. Okay. All right, with that, I'm gonna call it here. I hope this reading was helpful. I hope that it gave you some insights and let you know some things. I am beyond grateful that you're here with me. Let's have a fun countdown for Halloween and just have a fun life. I always wish that upon everybody. I'm sending you so much love, so much light, so much happiness, so much joy and fun and clarity and this new beginning of pure creativity for you. Have a great day. Bye-bye, Group 1. Hello, Group 2. I am so happy that you're here with me, Group 2. Let's find out what awesome things are happening here. What messages your beautiful ancestors and spirit guides are telling you here. So, sorry, I'm missing them a little bit. So we have, you chose this one, which is the curiosity card. So this beautiful deck is by V Love and Crystals. She does have a YouTube channel. Actually, she has 2 of them. One for light workers, and where she gives like really awesome advice and card readings, and then pick card readings too. So check out her stuff. And if I remember, I'll put that so I can do that. And you also have Purity. So there's a need for both. So we have curiosity, so being curious, but looking at things from a sense of like childhood wonder, just sort of playing on what Group 1 had a little bit of a message in the back. And then So it is a sense of looking at things with this curious, childlike curiosity, right? As a purity here, it feels also like I don't feel like there's a sense here. Okay. It's interesting because I actually didn't think that the way I'm about to say what it is. It's also it's like saying that not trying to almost keep everything kind of sterile in the sense of like I don't want to know things, right? You know, like you're like, oh, this is my life is kind of like this. It's very comfortable. It's very like what do I want to say? It's perfect as it is in a sense. It's like, okay, things are good. I'm not going to rock the boat, right? But it's a sense of coming through here and saying, no, we need to be curious about things. There's a sense of like, sometimes life is needs a little more color, needs a little more spice here. And I feel like even though this is cozy and this is wonderful, your spirit, your ancestors are telling you that no, you need to have a little curiosity. You need to kind of yeah, I almost feel like it's a weird message. It's like you almost want to say, be a little wild, go on the little bit of a wild side, go into curiosity, see what else life has to offer you, not just staying in this almost bubble. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm saying. Let's see what the tarot has for us. So here I am. I'm like, oh, but that's the energy I'm getting. It's like, it's almost like I feel like a mischievousness that needs to come out. That's the kind of thing I'm feeling like. They're saying like, be a little mischievous. Don't be such a goody goody. Don't be so like, I have to know. Like, go off and have an adventure. That's what I'm saying here. Okay, we have 4 of bats. 10 of bats. Wow. Okay. We have the full energy and we have strength. Okay. I almost feel like, well, the fool, I was like, okay, the full energy kind of says the same thing, but like this all is more heavier energy here. Um, and so the 10 of bats, 10 of swords, right? Having this sense of like, feel like you almost kind of were, and I'm saying not this lightly, but you were hurt by others. You were maybe hurt by circumstances in life. You were hurt, and then you kind of retreated. That's what I'm seeing here. You treated this energy of like trying to like yeah. So you kind of pulled yourself away from it. You've pulled yourself away, you know, because this was very traumatic in many ways. So you pulled yourself away. That's 4 of bats energy. Um, but again, it's almost like what I'm seeing here is like they're like, okay, that they understand this, but I feel like you took it to an extreme. This is what they're saying. Like, to an extreme. It's like you've been trying to like make this like create your life so there is no so it's very like kind of almost routine like it's also not only routine but it's like safe, right? There's like you want it to be sterile and safe, because you don't want to be hurt again, because you don't want this 10 of swords again. And your beautiful ancestors and past loved ones are saying, no, you need to have that curiosity. There's a mischievousness. You need to go on this adventure. The full energy is coming through here. And why do they feel that you can do this? Because you're strong. Because you are stronger than you allow yourselves to be. You went through this and you're stronger because of it. You won't need to fear things anymore. You can handle it is what they're saying. You can handle this. You can be this curious cat. You can stop living in this trying to, it's almost a bit of a controlling your environment so much, controlling, putting yourself in almost like a little bubble. No, it's time for you this new adventure, and they know this because you are strong enough. Let's clarify. I'm going to clarify these because, well, we're clarifying. This is it's a one of those strong readings, so let's go for it. What is the strength doing here? What is the strength doing here? What is the strength doing here? Oh, look at that. That's interesting. So we have Two of Cups coming through, and we also have the King of Cups. So there's like emotional coming through. Maybe this purity for you is like you closed off your heart. You're like, nope. But look, they're saying that there is potential here for something romantic. There is potential for love coming through here, and somebody possibly nurturing the Fool energy. What is the Fool doing in here? Death. Yeah, we need, let's see, that's kind of similar to group 1 as well. What is this 10 of Bats doing here? What is this 10 of Bats doing here? Yeah, the Fool energy. Kid you not. All right, and then here we go. All right. Oh, wow, look at that. All right, so here we go. 4 of Swords here, and it's 6 of Pentacles, and it's 3 of Cups, right? So I feel like this is interesting. Because it's kind of saying, okay, let's go forth. All right, like, so, yeah, the fact that you have the Full energy is like just telling you again, you need to, like, there's a sense of like, yes, this was painful, and they're not saying that it wasn't painful, but it's now time for you to get up and go again. Go for an adventure. It is time for you to stop being in this little, like, resting and stuff. It does say here that there is, like, I almost feel like you've been always giving. I think you've always been giving. Part of this is part of, like, oh, giving, and it's good. They acknowledge the giving is a good thing, but it almost makes you, it's whew, I'm like I might trigger people, but that's okay. It's almost like you just wanted people to look up to you. It was more of a people pleasing than an actual coming from your place of giving. It is more like, yeah, sorry, it's that sense. That's what I'm hearing. But instead, what the 4 of Bats, and here's what I'm saying. Instead of, like, doing this, you need to find friends, like equals, because again, there's a sense with the 6 of Pentacles that you have something and giving to others. So it's always, there's a sense of like there's no equal here. There is more like you have something and you're giving to others. There's no equality here. And here, whereas that's like, no, you need to have friends where you can actually celebrate and have this friendship coming through. It's a very gentle and maybe not so gentle nudge as telling you that we're done with this phase of 4 of Bats energy. We're done with being secluded. We're done with this bubble of, everything being all speaking span, all a certain way. No, we're done with this. This is now time for you to live. This is and that's why it's a strong message coming through here, because that's a strong message that's coming through. It is time for you to live. It is time for you to find friends that you have this, no longer being this giving, like trying to that's how it is there. Because in this, I know, and you may not like hearing this, but in this there's a sense of detachment. There's no connection in terms of, like, I'm giving, right? But there is no real connection. There is no, like, in the giving, there is almost like at any point you can pull away, right? There's no really, you rather give, let's say, money, help, rather than giving of yourself. I'm hoping that makes sense to you. And again, this is like, it's giving me the prinkles, so I know that this is like an intense message, but it is what it is. The 3 of Cups, it's time for you to move out of this energy, out of the 4 of Swords energy. It's time for you to move out and now come, actually open your heart again, right? And put yourself out there in terms of friends, people who will be there for you, because this is what it's all about. Living life. It really is. It's a very, like, a strong message coming through here. Time for you to live life. Time for you to cut the death, like, end this, right? There's an ending. You have to come through. Let this actual ending come through here. You've been kind of like living this. You've been prolonging this 10 of Swords energy, and your ancestors, your beautiful ancestors and past loved ones are saying, no, it's time for you to really cut it. Let it go. We're going on to this new adventure. There's a new beginning for you. So again, with this with this strength card is an interesting thing, because I feel like they're saying you're strong enough. You're strong enough to be able to have this, like, and look at this. We have friendship, we have romantic love coming through here. No longer being in the sense of that, like, but in romantic love, in terms of like, maybe not even romantic love, but it's a kindred spirits here, where we are again two equals, like having that, sharing that moment, the Two of Cups energy coming through here. And it's guiding you here with somebody who is compassionate, somebody who will nurture you, right? You don't always have to be, oh wow, that's an interesting, you don't always have to be um the one that has to be like the forceful one that has to do everything. No, allow somebody to help you as well. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, because they're like, I'm self-sufficient, I don't need people. But you do. I'm sorry, that's the message it's saying here. You do. There is a sense of people who want to nurture you, but you push them away. You push them away, you push them away, and you don't push them away because of anything other than your fear. If you're pushing help away, it's because you're afraid. And what are you afraid of? It's you're afraid of giving other people power, right? You're afraid of having to depend on others because you were hurt in the past. And your beautiful, this, like, your ancestors and your deceased loved ones are saying, it's okay, let that go. Start a new adventure. Be curious. Don't try to control everything. Wow. I'm sorry. That was what it was said here. Of course, it's your move. It is your move. You can stay in this stalemate. You can stay in this and always be in this, but that you're not living life then. You are not living life. And that is something that they want you to hear, that you're not living life, but it is your move. They can't force you to do anything. They can't force you to like release the past. They can't, if you want to live there, if you want to torture yourself and live there and feel like by being in this bubble, everything's going to be fine, then that's your move. They're not going to force you to do it, but it is up to you. You have to take that initiative. You have to know that. You have to have that curiosity. Are you, like, there is this curiosity and this playfulness. It's the cat here. You chose it, right? You chose it. You're curious about something. You're curious, am I missing out on life? And maybe you are. If you're kind of stuck in this sense of like living in the past, and you're like, I'm not gonna let anybody hurt me. I'm not gonna, and you're closed off completely, then you kind of are missing out on stuff. You're missing out on a lot, actually. Wow. Sometimes those spirit guides are a bit strong here. So let's see what other stuff here. Yeah. So Moon, take note of intuitive messages. So there, I'm sure from this, and you could also follow maybe you can have the full moon reading, because I just did one. But I also feel like they've been telling you this. They've been telling you this. Probably in your dreams, you've been getting this. You've been hearing this particular message over and over, and you've just been kind of ignoring it. And where there it says, okay, so yeah, direction guardian, choose your path. Look at that. You again, it's your move. You can choose wherever you want to go, but they're saying there's a lot out there for you. They're saying there's a lot out for you. And we have this like line there. You're stronger than you think you are. But in the strength of it's not trying to control things. It's not trying to control things. It is knowing that no matter what happens, you are strong enough to learn from it and overcome it and grow from it, right? It is not a sense of like the strength is blocking everything. That's not strength. That's the opposite. That's fear. That's coming from a place of weakness, right? So yeah. Sorry. Like, oh, that was intense. I will not lie. Let's see what the Lenormand dice set tells us. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. So here, 10, and this actually does make sense. So we have the scythe here. So if something happened, something ended, something hurt you. Something ended suddenly and changed something. It gave you confusion. It made you feel like, I don't know what's happening, right? This is the confusion. This is, I think it's like, it's almost like you did retreat, but there's the sun. It's coming through here. There's like potential for happiness coming through again and again, coming through here. listening to your own power coming and allowing new things. It is this childlike wonder that will give you this fulfilled heart, that will give you the love that you've been wanting. And I feel like that is like a true love, maybe with romantic love, maybe with friendship love. It doesn't matter. Your heart is really like, it's speaking. And it's speaking, and so are your ancestors, and so are your past loved ones. Your heart, it wants to have this new beginning. It does. It just does. It's just the curiosity of like, maybe there's more in life. Yes, there is. There is a lot, but it has to be you. You have to make that choice. I mean, nobody else can make this choice for you. Yeah, I feel like, but I want you to, like, there is a sense here of like, this ending, whatever it was not meant to destroy you. It was actually to bring out new potential, to bring out new happiness. But you've been stuck in this area so long, and actually stuck in this one, in the clouds. So you need to let it go. You need to let that go. There's new happiness, new beginnings for you, new everything. Like, there's joy here, but there has to be this new beginning for you. There's this new adventure sensing coming through your way. It's interesting. That one was stuck there. Okay. So, and this one was part of like the little that came out in the last set, and that's actually, look, they're there. You have guardian angels, love. They're helping you. Let's see what your spins of charm. So what messages does the collective group need to hear from their past loved ones and ancestors? What messages do they want to send? Okay, that's a little bit more than most. Okay. So we have love. Yeah, love coming through here for you. So for some of you, maybe they like to bake, or they know that you like to bake. Mixing things up, though, I feel like an overall message for everybody is mixing things up. Actually, great if you keep all the ingredients separate. That there is no cake, and I love cakes. So yeah, mixing things up in your life a little bit. We have a little, I do feel like we have the little guitar, the electric guitar. And I almost feel like maybe some of them love rock. Maybe that's a message for some of you. But it also feels like it's time to go a little wild. It's time to have a little fun. It's time to kind of like, yeah, a little bit rebellious. I feel like that's the energy here. There's fish coming through here, so prosperity is coming through. There's things, for some of you are Pisces though, or some of them were Pisces. That's coming through here. But it is a sense of abundance. There's more abundance than you think. We have wish fulfillment of creativity coming through here. And I do have this. Allow yourself to blossom. Like, you blossoming. Look at how colorful this is. This is the true color. This is your heart. Heart needs to blossom, right? And I do feel that that's echoed here with this unlocking your heart, with this pink energy here. We need to unlock that love chakra coming through here. I do want to see if there's any other messages. Any other messages you want to give to the collective group? I'm seeing a tightrope walker. Yeah, okay. So tightrope walker, it feels like being so careful all the time is actually can be kind of exhausting. Okay, what other messages do you have? There's a little kitty cat rubbing against stuff, like rubbing against somebody's leg. So there's that. Maybe I feel like, well, if that happens, whether it's a cat or something, when it's like they're also sending their love through like animals to you. Not just cats, but apparently cats are very strong for you as well. So there's something like that. And is there one more message you wanna? a hot air balloon looking into a, what do you call it? Not like the binocular, but that's not the binocular. It's the one that's one. I forget what those are called. But yeah, looking out into the distance and being high up there. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah. So it's like having an adventure, like looking at the potential of what it is, moving yourself out of it, and like really allowing yourself to be up in the sky, and really enjoying life. There's more up ahead. There's beautiful things coming for you. But you have to allow it. You're the one who gets to choose, and really listening to your intuition, because I think you're a lot more intuitive than they. And you probably hear these messages. This is just an echoing of what you've been hearing, or what you've been sensing. Thank you so much for being here, Group 2. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, and sharing it with others. You're amazing. I'm glad you're here. I love you. I'm sending you so much love, so much light, so much happiness, so much joy, and really allow yourself to live fully. You deserve it. All right. Bye-bye, Group 2. Hello, Group 3. I am so happy that you are here. So let's find out what your ancestors and your deceased loved ones want to tell you. So this beautiful deck is actually done by V Love and Crystals, and she has 2 beautiful YouTube channels, and she has a whole bunch of awesome oracles. So check out her stuff. I'll put the description down below, in the description down below. So we have the shield, and we also have obedience. So I'm feeling like feels like there's a need. You feel like there's a need for protection, but it's also like you feel like you can't move. This is interesting to me. I'm gonna not listen to the obedience so much. I do feel like I'll use it again, but I feel like there's a shield coming through here. So I think this is a strong message in terms of like needing protection. And then there's a loyal friend, because a dog to me is always a loyal friend. A loyal friend is going to offer you something. And this is a different reading from what I've been, like the other 2 piles, because it's just like, it feels like they're giving you the sense of like there's a sense of protection for you. There's a sense of protection for you by some like loyal friend, or like maybe if you have a dog or a cat or something like that, and they're there. But I feel like there's a friend is going to offer you something, give you some sort of help that's coming through. But the message here, and it's a different kind of message. It's a message of like, we are guarding, we are taking care of you, we are protecting you, even if you can't see it, right? This is a see-through umbrella. If you can't see it, you are divinely guided, like being guarded and taken care of. And there is like, and it's important for you to, there's a loyal friend to you that is offering you something coming through here. Wow. every pile has been different, and it's been very interesting, because this is a different energy than group 1 and group 2. All right, we have the Chariot. We're moving forward. We have 5 of Bats, we have the 9 of Imps, and we have the King of Ghosts. And I'm going to clarify all this. Yeah, so I feel like you've been having to kind of almost like you've been having to go at it, like you've been having to do a lot of things, because I feel like somebody, almost, I don't feel that it's you that has this vibe. Somebody took away something or wants to take something away from you. I don't know why that's the message I'm hearing, but I feel that it is. But I feel like your ancestors and spirit guides are there to protect you. They're protecting you even if you can't see them. They're creating that shield for you. It is this Chariot moving forward. It's like, you don't let this stuff stop you. Don't let, if even like bullies or anything like that, don't let them stop you. like move forward what you need to do. You are still this like the king of ghosts. Like don't ever stop being like this beautiful um energy of like knowing what you want and being giving. There is no need to stop that. Also this could actually be this friend here, so it's somebody who nurtures you, takes care of you, loves you. That is this energy coming through. It might be even a past loved one that wants to say, hey, like it's a father figure, or for some of you maybe it's a loved one in terms of a husband or like a friend that is a water sign, very loving, very nurturing, very caring. Yeah, I don't know why, or it could be that they've passed, or they could be here with you, and they're like keeping an eye on you. They're guiding you here from this energy of the Five of Bats. Okay, let's actually see. Let's clarify these cards so we get a better understanding. So why is the Chariot here? 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 Eight of Cups. Okay, so you had to walk away from something. Why is this Five of Bats here? Why is this Five of Swords here? Why is this Five of Swords here? Okay, Eight of Pentacles at work. Okay, what is this? Actually, let's actually want to clarify that one a little bit more. Why is this what is this Five of Swords here? Why is this Five of Swords here? Why is this Five of Swords here? Why is this Five of Swords here? Page of Swords. Okay, something needs to be spoken. Why is this Nine of Imps? Nine of Wands here. Why is this? Okay, Four of Pentacles. Why is this King of Ghosts here? Okay, we have hilarious. We have two, that clarified the Two Cups energy. So we have Swords, we have Wands. Pentacles are the only one. Pentacles here. So we have this energy here of like, we have this Chariot and we have walking away. So we're moving away from something in the past. We're letting go of something in the past that wasn't working. And for some of you might be actual work, but it just seems, or maybe it was some sort of a relationship where one person was kind of taking advantage of you in terms of like, or was a bit narcissistic. That might be something through, because they had to win. They had to win at whatever cost. And I don't feel that it was you, though. I feel like it was somebody else that was doing it to you. And I do feel that it is maybe it has to do with work because of the Eight of Pentacles. But there is a message that needs to come through here. There's a message of like, almost like a truth that needs to be said here. Possibly a defending of some kind coming through here. This is a very interesting thing. And then with this Nine of Wands, which is this energy of having to defend yourself, and like not only defend yourself, but you're like kind of like, usually it's like they're beaten up and but they're still going, they're still holding strong. There's determination. It's saying that they are there to protect you, and I feel like there's like things coming your way, but there's a sense of also maybe saving, maybe a little being guarded here. I don't usually tell you to be guarded, but there's a sense of like possibly guarding things here. I feel like your secrets or something. We do have, like I said, this King of Ghost energy, and the King of Ghost energy is telling us that there's choices for you out there. Like you get to choose, and choose like maybe something that you need to learn about. There's a lot of like, I almost feel like maybe it's something you're even thinking about. So many different choices, and this is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is listening to like you know, like your creative endeavors, like artistic, definitely. We do have two pages here. That's an interesting here energy. That's a younger kind of like messages coming through too. I feel like there's a truth that needs to be found out about this situation that's going to be spoken about. Yeah, I don't know why that's coming through here. And here I feel like there's a sense of finally choosing your passion, choosing what you want to do with this. This is actually this Nine of Wands and this Four of Pentacles is still like a little bit confusing to me. So why is this Nine of Wands doing here? What's this Nine of Wands doing here? What's this doing? Three of Swords. Yeah, okay. So it's like, this Three of Swords energy here. It's like, yes, pain in the past. I feel like there is this, even if you've been going through pain, you've been, oh, actually, yeah, I'm actually, okay, I just noticed, lower back pain. I wonder if that was like, I wonder which one would be. Like, it feels like to me like somebody, like something hurt your, like your confidence, because it's over here. That's where I'm getting in, like, what would be my solar plexus. Hurt your confidence. But you're still holding on. You're still holding on. This is quite confusing reading. Because I'm like, there's so much different things. And I do feel like that is a sense of like this pain here, but you keep going. There's like a very strong energy here. And I can see why they're shielding you, because I feel like you've gone through a lot. And that's something that it's saying. It's like you've gone through a lot and they're there to protect you. And so there's like loyalty people coming through here. But this Four of Pentacles, it's almost saying like, be careful, like, you know, save money. I don't know why that's important, but just save money. And I don't usually, like I said, Four of Pentacles, but this is actually like saving money is actually a good thing here. Saving money, taking care of yourself here. Let's see if there's like more here. So yeah, dig deep. This is like almost like a very specific message for like others. Like, I feel like somebody cheated you out of something. I feel like that, and it needs to come to light. It needs to come to light. There is like more to the picture than it's being said here. It's interesting. I'm sorry, like I this is a weird energy. And it feels like you had to walk away, and there was a sadness walking away, but you're moving forward. But this person, again, could be narcissistic, could just be somebody took something away from you. Somebody had to win something, like an argument or something, but it feels to me like somebody stole something of value from you. I don't know what it is, and it seems to me like it's to do with work or about something that is like that. And then the truth needs to come out. That's what I'm seeing. The truth needs to come out for you here. And there's, again, like a sense there's protection, because you've been through a lot. You've been, I almost feel like you've been stabbed in the back. Stabbed in the back, which made your confidence level come down as well. But it's like it's saving, sort of like keeping your secrets to yourself somehow. I don't know why that is that. But there's like, you have somebody there who's helping you. There's somebody who's guiding you. Again, there's like a loyalty coming through here, who will support you as you go through your new phase. There's a passion, and by passion I mean like artistic endeavors. After like daydreaming about it, you're actually making it through. You're in the beginning of that. So we have the Spirit Fox. Trust your talents in changing times. So trusting your talents in changing times. And yes, and that is something here. So trusting that it's definitely here. Your talents are very artistic, and you can also speak the truth. They're still beginning, but there's something about it. Also, the fox spirit is able to camouflage. Like, there's a sense of maybe camouflaging yourself there. Oof. And Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. It's almost like it seems to me like they're saying, be cautious. That's what I'm hearing. It's like, be cautious. We are protecting you, but be cautious. Yeah. And don't make unnecessary movements. And use the other talents. Use to trust the talents in changing times. And there is a changing times. You feel like you will be very successful at whatever it is that you're doing, especially this creative endeavor. And then somebody's going to guide you through here. But there is a sense here of be graceful in movement and action. There's a sense of needing to fight, but fighting in a way that I want to say not starting to fight, but willing to take it over. You have like a lot of strength coming through, and again, I feel like there is almost like maybe for some of you there's Asian descent here, but it almost feels like the dragon is with you. Like you have guardians, if that makes sense. You actually have not only like, let's say, ancestors and past loved ones, but there's actual like guardians. And I feel like maybe that's from your lineage. There's an actual guardian that protects you. And you've been through a lot, though. I can see it all coming through here. But there you have more talents than that, and you have an ability of being cunning. And that's actually something I think that is important. And I don't mean it in a bad way, like being cunning. Really, here it is. I'm gonna say strike your enemy when they least expect it. Like there's a sense of that, and then poof, like that. And like I said, this is very different energy from my other groups, but this is very specific. So if this doesn't make sense, choose a different one. Choose a different pile, but because this is especially important for some of you that feels like you've been hurt in the past, especially by a specific somebody, and it has to do with work, though. It does have to do with work. But not giving up. There's a kind of almost feeling connecting to your your dragon strength here. And grasshopper. Grasshopper's able to jump. It's there's a flexibility here that's needed, and there is just a sense of that. It's like, but you're not defeated. There is needs for digging deeper into whatever situation happened. There is something that needs to come to light that they're saying there. But overall, just divinely protected, and some, like, you do have guardians. I mean, I didn't see this in other ones. I mean, like, there was cat in the other one, but there was like, these are actual like guardians. Yeah. So again, like I said, this is not definitely not going to be for everybody, but this is for somebody, or maybe more than one, but definitely somebody needs to hear this. Okay. So it's okay. There's so this one correlates with this chariot. Maybe it's choosing a different path, walking away from a different path. But I feel like you're just moving on. You're moving on from something. So you have to choose a path, which I think that's important. Again, there's this rider energy to me is this king of water. It's like somebody's there to help you. Somebody's going to help you, give you this opportunity for this happiness. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's like a new beginning coming through, like some sort of new beginning offer, maybe speaking with somebody coming through here, and then there's an offer. There's some sort of proposal, maybe a business, or maybe it can be romantic. I am saying, yeah. So path, choosing happiness. This is a new beginning here. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So happiness, and then like overall, there's a new proposal, a new some sort of like a union trying to come through here. But it really is important. There's somebody there, somebody who's trying to help you. There's a loyal somebody that you need to like let them help you, because there's joy here coming through. And again, this like, there's a new beginning. New beginning. Again, conversations. There's a lot of talking about things. There's a truth that needs to be said. There's something that hasn't been said that needs to be spoken about this. I don't know. I'm like, this is a very interesting reading. Let's see what other messages does the collective of group 3 past ancestors, and just want them to hear. Oh, you have a lot. Sprinkle of Charms came out a lot. Okay. So something we're celebrating some sort of like safety, maybe celebrating. Oh, maybe some of you are having kids. because of this. So celebrating maybe kids or like some sort of birth in some case. Having your cake and eating it. So eating, taking delight in the life that we have. This is always like abundance, but it's also like here is a pinned cushion, but there's no pins. So removing anything like any kind of like, because we did have the 3 of Swords energy and we do have the 5 of Swords, releasing anything from your life that is doing that, or people that are causing you that pain. We do have the Turtle, so it's moving things slowly, but it's also feeling connecting to the ground guidance here. We do have the yin and yang, finding balance between yourself, shadow and light coming through. Again, because there's something in the past that needs to be seen. There's some photos that are connecting. That's important. There's a key. It's almost like this is a mystery of some kind, and then photos have this. Like I said, the things that are hidden have to come to light. There's a truth that needs to be spoken that they're saying is coming through here. Opening your heart, unleashing of self-love. Self-love needs to be focused here for you. This little hot dog wants to just keep coming out, and like, for it was different, but for me it feels like something to do with like I almost feel like a day out, having fun. This to me feels like it's a connection. If like hot dogs mean something to you about past loved ones, that they're here for you. Music. So 3 here, friendship. Friendship is important. I don't know. This is such a specific message. It really is. It's like there's a particular person that needs to hear this. And everybody else is like, what is this? I'm like, I don't know, but this is what it is. It's a sense of like you're being shielded, you're being guided, but you have like these guardians. Like it's energy. But let's see what other messages. All I'm seeing is like a flag with a dragon on it, flying overhead. Wow, that's actually like almost like you're about to go into battle, and that's the flag that the people are carrying. Well, that's a very strong ancestor. Like there's like almost like that, and that's like the flag is flapping in the wind. But like again, like I said, there's a strong heritage of guardians coming through here. Dragon's important for you. What else is there? Seeing like a grandma. Like a grandma either praying or like cooking, like they're doing something but smiling. There's a grandma smiling, which is very wrinkly, with like a little bandana in her head. I get like it's a sense of like love is there. It's like they're supporting you. That's an important thing, and not only supporting you. I feel like they're protecting you. You have a lot of protection. And that's like the one thing I will tell you, if nothing else made sense of this whole reading, and I totally understand it because it's confusing to me. I can't imagine what it's like for you, but you are, whoever chose this pile, there is a great protection over you. I feel like there are guardians, like actual guardians for you, like whether it be animals, whether it be a dragon. There's an actual like protection there for you that is, despite anything that happened, and it seems like a rough kind of life, a rough kind of thing. There's always I want to say like there's always karma for those who harm you. There's always a protection for those, like, and those who help you will also benefit from this. It's like almost a chosen energy, but I don't know chosen for what. This is a particular kind of reading, and this is, again, like I said, it's a strange one, but I do like it. And you'll know this is for you. You will know it. You will feel it in your gut. You'll feel it in your intuition. Like caress in the face. Yeah, they're there. It's especially for somebody who I feel like is feeling very much alone. This reading is to let them know that you're not. Yeah. Okay. With that, group 3, I'm gonna call it here because, well, that's intense. But I hope you like this reading. I hope you understand it, because I have to be honest, this was a very particular one, but I appreciate the energy here, though. That is true. Okay. With that, I am sending you so much love, so much light, so much happiness, so much joy. Thank you for being here, always and forever. I love you. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Hello, group 3. I am so happy to have you here as we find out what messages your ancestors and past loved ones have for you. So you chose this beautiful card, which is all about adventure. And this oracle is by V Love and Crystal. This is her Autumn's Harvest Delight oracle. So check out her stuff. I'm sorry, I lost track of my thoughts. So flying lessons. So we're having adventure. So going off into an adventure. It's almost like you're leaving behind. I was like, not a part of you, but like the stuff that you don't need. It to me, I'm not only just seeing you flying in the sky, but I'm actually seeing you barefoot in it. There's a sense of connecting to nature, and which makes a lot of sense here with this, like fidelity. But what I'm noticing here is this aspect of being in nature. So I feel like an adventure is needed, or at least this is what I'm seeing. But it's an adventure to really connecting to who you are, to your true self, not just I would say the costume of things, but actually getting to the core of who you are. I do feel like there might be somebody there. This fidelity, well, being true to yourself is important here, but I'm also seeing a sense of maybe connecting to someone or like more than one person who is also going through this, who is also on that same path, maybe, not on your path, but on the same path of, I feel like, almost going into magic. It's almost for me, it's saying not only are you flying, are you on this adventure, but you're it's an adventure for self-discovery. Okay. And the flying is like connecting maybe to a part of who you are. Like maybe for some of you, it's connecting to this part of maybe being a witch. But for me, it's also not just like maybe being a witch, but also like connecting to this otherworldliness, right? This sense of magic in the world. And I'm very much all about this, about that, discovering the magic that is the world, because there is magic everywhere. We just don't maybe say it that way, right? For me, I'm always in awe of the beauty of, yes, the changing of the leaves, right? That to me is magic. The whole process of trees going into hibernation, right? Then actually sprouting these beautiful flowers, then the leaves, and then the leaves changing colors. This in itself to me is magic, and that it's a cycle is quite extraordinary. But we will leave that a little bit aside. But to me, this is what it's saying. Your ancestors and your past loved ones are saying, kind of. I don't actually feel like they're necessarily telling you this is what it is, but more like, yes, affirming it, because I feel like there's a natural calling within you right now that you want this. You want to actually, be more connected and find out more of who you truly are. And you're going off in this adventure. I also feel like maybe they're walking right next to you. That might be something they're saying. They're faithful to you in that sense. They're like, don't ever feel alone in this, because the adventure, right, into self-discovery can be it can be tough at times, as I would know, right? But they're always there, like next to you. Maybe you don't even see them, right? Because they're not there, but they're always there with you. So this is a beautiful message, especially coming through from after like group 3, which is a beautiful message. It was a little more interesting. I mean, not to say this isn't interesting, but it was a very specific message. But here we go. So we have this. All right. So yeah, look at that. We already have the 6 of bats here, which is telling us again, it's like you're going off into, you're leaving behind something, right? I feel like a part that isn't necessary. You're leaving behind things that are no longer necessary for you, and you're moving on to this path. You're going on to a better place because of the 6 of bats and 6 of bats, which is 6 of swords. I'm sorry, I'm like not explaining that. We do have the 4 of imps, 4 of wands. I feel like you are kind of connecting to, like I said, possibly like-minded souls, but it's also not only that, but it's like finding a place of home, finding a place where you belong. It could be for some of you with the twin flame here, because we do have the 1111 here, and we also have this fidelity, which is a connection. I do see that we do have the 2 of imps, which is like making that choice of what and is whether you're staying here. One is always like, are you staying with the wands that is like stuck on the wall? Or are you going off into something else? And I feel like you're making that choice, and I feel that your ancestors are saying yes, follow that wand which is not stuck anymore, go into the world, which is again kind of echoed here with the page of imps, which is the page of wands. So following, again, look at this, this is you. It almost feels like the full energy, right? But it's following your passion, following your creativity, following that what's been going on here, and just following it through, but not having any expectations of it, just because this is right now what it is. It's a learning phase. It's not, you're not right now, you're not the king, right? You're not the king, or you're not the queen. You're not even the prince. You're in the stages of beginning. Don't be harsh on yourself with this. Don't almost feels like don't try to battle yourself out on this right now, because it's like, oh my god, oh my god. No, it's allow it to unfold in front of you. And to clarify these cards, let's go ahead and see what is the 6 of bats, 6 of swords doing here for us. What is the 6 of bats, 6 of swords doing here for us? What is the 6 of bats, 6 of swords doing here for us? Wheel of fortune. Yeah, so it's like it is your divine quest here, to kind of move forward wherever you're going. 4 of imps. What is the 4 of wands doing here? What's the 4 of wands doing here? What's the 4 of wands doing here? What's the 4 of wands doing here? And sorry, it's hard to shuffle with like having a little selenite wand. Strength. Okay. Again, it's well, the sense of like finding home, but it's also finding your strength in here. You're finding your power. And again, and there's an Ace of Cups coming through as well. So it's like potential for love, potential for fulfillment, all coming through here. It's quite lovely. This 2 of imps. What is the 2 of imps doing here? What is the 2 of imps here? What is the 2 of imps here? The devil. There's a temptation. There's a temptation. Okay, so that's why there's a fighting, like two little, well, the little demons, right? Like 2 little devils fighting here, and we have the energy here. That's kind of fighting your own yourself here, right? You're fighting yourself in terms of like wanting to stay in the stability, or maybe staying in that situation where you're like, it's a bit scary to go off into this adventure of self-discovery. And so you're like, oh, maybe I should just like instead be focusing on other things, like for example, like, oh, like money or like treats or something. But this is an important aspect here coming through. Okay. Oh, I love this. Okay, and so following through with this page of imps, it is the full energy, and it really does feel like the full energy to me. So it is taking this adventure, and I thought the fool would come out. So full energy, but also judgment. It is an awakening. This is time for an awakening here. um I love these cards. This, oof, it's a very beautiful reading, and what their message is beautiful as well. Let's see what else is happening. Yeah, so adapting to change, adapting to the cycles of change. Again, it's like the Wheel of Fortune here. It's actually being echoed here again. So it's like, yes, we are, it feels to me like you are in this kind of like a divine plan, in a sense, where you are finding, it's the perfect time for you to go on this self-discovery quest. And I feel like your ancestors are like, yes, saying yes, it is the time right now. It is a good time for you to do it, and adapting to this change, because it is a change for you. This is going to lead to a big change, as we, this awakening, right, coming through. You're going on this adventure, but who you will be, this is how you start off, and this is how you end, with the judgment, right? So from zero judgment, you don't reach the world yet because you haven't come to that conclusion yet, but you are going to be awakened. So this is going to change you, and there's a need for adaptation in it, because it's a saying. It's like, once you know the truth, you know it forever. You can't go back to who you were, because the growth is there. Well, it's that ability there. Stay spooky. I don't know why that's kind of wanted to come out, but let's see what other things there's coming. So we have Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. So maybe that might be the devil energy here. Wanting to be right is something. You might also have Native American, or yeah, energy, lineage in you, or you might connect to this energy. Yeah, so there might be that in you. But so it is time to let go of the need to be right. And I feel like that might be the devil energy, because that makes sense. There's the temptation of always wanting to be right. But when you're on this quest, there, you kind of can't be that right there, because you're in the beginning stages. You're learning. So if we try to impose our view on certain things, then the learning is gone, right? We're no longer open to the learning. And then we also have, yeah, the High Priestess. So harness your mystic power. So again, very much a strong sense of like connecting to your true power, and that's the Strength card coming through as well. Connecting to your true power, and it's the mystical power. It's to me, it's like very much looking into all these things. This is like, yeah, this is the High Priestess right there. So wow. Do I like with the saying? I wonder if you're maybe have also Egyptian qualities in your, or like follow this interesting thing here. But it's almost like you are transforming into the High Priestess. And I know that's sort of like, oh yeah, but basically it's collecting all, like going into possibly like occult knowledge, and getting that, because it's in you already. I think you've already been it, but now is the time to do it, to actually follow through on it. Let's see what my Lenormand dice set says. Okay, yeah. See, I do love this. So there is a travel here. There's travel, there's movement, there's moving away from things. There is an ending here that needs to happen with this travel, right? When you travel, there is an ending to something of what you knew. We do have, I feel like there's a sense of like loyalty, like the fidelity again here. There's something that's following through that you're going to gain help through here. Power, your own power here, unlocking your power, and also your love here, because it's your love coming through. So again, there's two energies here in terms of like, yes, you are for some of you, and I feel like for most of you, even if this other part is, because you are unlocking, when you're going on this self-discovery, you're going to discover somebody else who either is on the path with you with a twin, like in terms of twin flame, or somebody who is also on this path, like kind of similar path, that will be somebody who is very important, because they're loyal and there's this fidelity and there's a sharing of love there. There's a needing, but there's an unlocking. We need to unlocking, and we're all opening up our heart to, in many ways, and really to our power, to possible connecting with somebody who is on the same path. Well, not the same, but like a similar path, because your path is particular. But if you're a twin flame, then yeah, you're both on the same path there. That's interesting. Let's see what the sprinkle of charms are up to say. This reading is actually, after the other one, this is like, I'm like, oh, this is a very clear message. What messages through the ancestors and our past loved ones group 4 have to say to them? Yeah. Oh, it's interesting. Similar things to group 3. Transformation, though, is important. Finding the yin yang, but to me it's also like, yeah, see, in group 3 I would say finding the yin yang, the dark, the shadow and the light in them, but for me it's finding your counter, of somebody who counters you, somebody who balances you out, the divine feminine and divine masculine. I love you to the moon back. That's the love from your loved ones coming through. There is a wish fulfillment in terms of like your creativity. They are there protecting you right here. I see it. So yeah, protection is for you. You're taking it. This is almost feeling like with this ship, there's also like an energy of just moving forward and progressing, and a sense of freedom that is necessary. See, yeah, there's love here a lot, because we do have this the frog prince. And I feel like for that, for me, it's telling me that you might not, it's somebody you don't expect, somebody you don't expect to be that for you, but they will surprise you, and you are headed towards where you need to be, this castle, which is where you're, like you're headed to that dream that you've been having, which is interesting here. Now pictures, this is interesting, because for group 3 it was a different reason. This came out in group 3, but this is, for me, it's like take pictures along the way of your path, because you're going to want to see the transformation from the beginning to like who you are. So documenting that process is important. You might even like later on write about it, or do something with this process of the transformation of you going into this adventure of self-discovery. So this is something that is quite beautiful there. Okay, I'm going to try to channel stuff. I'm very new at this, so I'm not sure, but we'll try. What other messages do you have for the collective group 4? I'm seeing some like somebody in an army attire. I'm not sure if it's the army's military attire. Yeah, because I'm just kind of waving, saying hi. That's sort of a message that wants to come across. This person, they're fair skinned with, to me it seems like, well, no, the blonde hair, but I'm not quite sure about that. But it almost kind of looks baby face. For some of you, that might be somebody saying from hi to you. Okay, I'm seeing a flower opening up, like a fast forward motion of like a rose, from its bud into opening it up. So I feel like that's for you as well. I'm not gonna do that. Like I'm gonna leave it at that, because I feel like that is what you're doing. You're opening up, opening up in there, into who you're really meant to be with this. And I think that's the support that they're giving you right now. And I feel like that's what they're saying. There's support. There's a fidelity there. There's a sense of they're walking along the path with you. Don't ever feel alone. It's like they're there. It almost just feels like that. Or like, no, I don't know why, but this is, for me, this is the way it is. It's like you're there, but they're always there helping you, guiding you. Or even if not even any of that, they're just keeping you company. I think that is the message for you, Group 4. I hope you liked this reading, and if you did, please consider liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. That would be very grateful. I do appreciate every single one of you, and I feel blessed that you are here in my life, that you are here watching this. I'm sending you so much love, so much happiness, so much joy, and have fun on your journey. I'm on a journey too, so have fun on this self-discovery adventure. And if you want, keep me updated. I'd love to hear more. All right. Have a great day. Bye-bye, Group 4.